Hey, welcome to the Blossom and Rise channel. It's your girl Amber Troisella. If you like the content that you see here on this channel, go ahead and like the video. Also, subscribe to the channel so that you'll always receive notifications when a new video pops, okay? So today, I'm going to talk about something that I've experienced and that's become more prevalent in my life at this time. And I think it's really prevalent, okay? So I'm going to share with you my dark night of the soul experience, dream interpretation, and trauma. Ooh, the T word, trauma. Okay, so I'm hot. First of all, let's just talk about like the fact in Northern California, how hot it is right now. This entire summer though, it's been not as hot, or it's really not that hot where I live, but in the Sacramento Valley where I'm from, it's in the hundreds. So that means it's like in the 90s here, and that's uncomfortable. This is from my last video. Funny. I like to take notes. Notes are good. So my dark night of the soul and what that means. So my dark night of the soul occurred when I was 24. It's about 6 years ago. It started when I started to develop my natural gifts. My whole world shifted, and it was the darkest time of my life. It was a very dark place. I was very, very depressed. A relationship of mine had ended, and the trauma from that experience was something I didn't realize still affected me until recently, when I was triggered by a dream, which I'll get into a little bit later. But the dark night of the soul is not just a one-night occurrence. That's just the phrase for it. It's a thing that mystics, or ones who are becoming awakened, go through. So that this can happen to anyone at any time, okay? While I was thinking about this, because I was helping a fellow client and friend of mine who I believe is going through the dark night of the soul right now in her life, and it can be extremely lonely and extremely dark, okay? Now, during this time, I didn't feel suicidal, but I was okay if I died that day. Got in a car accident, someone killed me, someone came in my house, did a home invasion and decided to kill me, freak accident or something, like anything that would end my suffering at that time, I would be okay with. But I've never contemplated taking my life. I was just okay with it ending. And it was like that for a while. And so I thought that that event that happened was a catalyst. It really, like, that's when my spiritual journey really started to pick up. And I thought I was over it, right? I thought I'd forgiven this person for what happened between us. I thought that it didn't affect me anymore, but that changed. It didn't change. I mean, it didn't change. I just became more aware that I was traumatized by the event, even more so. So the other night, I had a dream with this individual in it, and in my dream, I was in the mall. And I was buying something, obviously. I was in a line. And when I turned around me, he was there. So, I tried to make casual talk, and he just kept looking down or like looking away when he was talking to me. Like, he wouldn't eye to eye. And in actuality, like how things ended, he refused to see me at the end and actually sent me a message via Facebook Messenger telling me he could no longer talk to me because he was in a relationship. Severe ouch. That was very devastating to me, because I thought that we were closer than that. I thought that he respected me more than that, but he didn't. So that was really devastating. And so in my dream, he avoided talking to me, and just recognizing my presence, really. So I woke up the next day in the morning, and I was sad. I mean, like, really sad. And I was just like, I don't understand why I'm feeling this way. I thought I was over it. Like, what's going on? So the dream interpretation. Okay, so dreams, it's the way of the subconscious mind to play out the effects of the day or things that are going on in your life. There are times when you have spiritual experiences when our loved ones come and visit us, because it's easier for them to visit us while we're in our dream state, because the mind is awake and the body is asleep. So our consciousness is, you know, fully present. It always is. But it's easier to come during sleep because you don't have that, like, reasoning going on in your mind, right? That part of your mind is asleep. So there's differences, but for dream interpretation, my part, I'm talking about trauma. So this is a way for the subconscious to bring this up and be like, hey, guess what? You have some shit that you need to deal with, okay? In my new relationship, this is not new. I've been with him for almost 4 years. But I've always told him I've had intimacy issues. Like, and I couldn't really figure out what they were. Or, like, I had an idea, like, where they came from, but I didn't understand where they came from. And so I came home and I was just, like, crying and outside crying and just, like, I lost someone all over again. It was devastating. And he came home and he saw that I'd been crying. And he's like, what's wrong? Are you okay? And I was just like, I just had a really bad day at work. And that's normal. I'm a mental health counselor. I hear horrendous stories from my clients, and sometimes it is a lot on me. And I do respond. I'm human, okay? But I was like, no, that's not really why. So he asked me again, and I said, I've dealt with trauma, and it's affecting how I respond to you in response to intimacy. And so to tie it all together, like, I'm laughing now, but it was a light bulb moment. I contacted a friend and I was just talking to her about it, and she's like, it sounds like you have, like, PTSD from this experience. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I did. This is super traumatic, and the fact that it's, like, coming up, it's like this theme that's coming up in my dreams surrounding him, and I'm thinking maybe we're supposed to talk again, or, like, maybe we're supposed to come back around and, like, fix our karma with one another. And no, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with me and me healing, right? And that's transition. That's a shift, okay? We're constantly shifting our awareness, our consciousness, as we ascend to higher levels of dimensions, right? So I decided to write 7 traits to let you know when you are going through an energetic shift in your life. Okay, so if you're on my newsletter, I actually sent this out, and if you're actually on my social media account, like Facebook or Instagram, at Blossom and Rise, you would have seen this, but I'll just go over it. It's seven tips to let you know that you're going through a shift. And guess what? I wrote it down. Right? I gotta drink water to stay hydrated. Okay. So the first sign that you're going through an energetic shift is that, and mind you, I'm not a medical professional, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm talking about these symptoms on the energetic level. So if you have these symptoms and there's no medical reasoning why you would be experiencing this, more than likely you're going through an energetic shift. I just want to say that disclaimer right up front, okay? Because the first one is you experience chronic fatigue, and there's no real reason behind it, okay? You get it, and you just don't know why, right? And I feel like I'm going through one now because I am, like, really tired for no good reason. I had 3 clients today, and they're all pretty good sessions. Nothing crazy or anything. I finished my notes. I went to sleep on time last night, like 9:30. Got up at 6:30. I've been drinking coffee all day, and there's still, like, a feeling of, like, shit, I'm tired. Okay. 2, insomnia or sleeping too much. So it's either you're not able to sleep or you're sleeping too much. Okay. 3rd, you may have feelings of electricity running through your body, coming from like the top of your head, your crown chakra, all the way down throughout your body, and just feel tingly all the time. That is normal when you're going through an energetic shift, because things are moving out of your system while you're downloading new information from spirit. Okay, so that's normal if you experience that. 4, your appetite may change, and when it may change, you may be overeating or undereating or not eating at all because you just lack appetite. Okay. All right. 5, mood swings. Okay, so if you're normally not a moody person, or there's no other triggering event that's going on in your life, and and it's not your cycle or anything like that, awareness to, oh, I may be going through an energetic shift right now. Okay. 6, feeling keyed up. Feeling keyed up, being nauseous, having an upset stomach, feeling sweaty. These are signs of anxiety, right? So we experience anxiety out of fear when we don't realize what's going on with ourselves, and it's like that fight or flight or freeze, and your body is like going into like fight or flight mode, right? Because it's reacting. It's okay. Just go with the flow of things and know that it's not going to last forever, okay? And 7, you have an increased desire to be alone and isolate from others. That right there, and if that's something that's not characteristic of you, know that it's only temporary. These things are temporary. We have to go through shifts in order to ascend higher, okay? And it doesn't matter if we want to do it or not, okay? It doesn't, because we're spiritual beings. We came here to grow and to learn, okay? And the shift is important. It really is. I understand it. I'm going through it. And it's okay. It is okay. Okay? Water again. During this time, make sure you drink a lot of water. Make sure you stay hydrated. Okay? I'm actually going out to the wilderness. It's called Desolation Wilderness. And it's in El Dorado County. And it's like real wilderness. And I'm leaving Sunday morning. And we're going to be backpacking until Tuesday. It's supposed to be a loop trail. But I heard it's a strenuous trail. And there's bears and mountain lions. And I'm going with my dude and some friends, another couple, and I'm nervous, but I'm facing my fears. It's like 2019, I'm facing fears. I'm conquering the shit out of it, because you can't live in fear. You just can't. You can't. Okay. So I will be gone Sunday through Tuesday. Okay. I'm gonna have this video available via Facebook, so there's gonna be like a snippet of it. But when I come back, I will upload it. Okay, so I'm staying consistent here. Okay, I released a video last week and the week before last, and yeah, I figure now's the time. Like, I need to do it. Let's do this. Okay, so reminder for you: consistency. Okay, if you're watching this, you're reminded to be consistent. Well, whatever you're trying to accomplish, and keep going. Okay, so I'm here to support that. If you feel like you need extra support during this time, I do offer spiritual counseling. That information is down below. Sorry, I'm like getting messages like as I'm recording this, but yeah, I'm also available for readings. If you're interested in that, you can contact me down below. My contact information is down below. So again, if you like the content that you see on the video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring, okay? And if there's something that you would be interested in me covering, go ahead and engage below. If you went through your dark night of the soul, or you've recognized some shifts, energetic shifts for you in your ascension, comment below. I would love to hear about them. And keep growing. Blossoming soul you. I love you, and you got this. See you later. Bye.